Okay guys, welcome back. Today's video, we're trying to get a few things done, hopefully before the end of the day. I'm going to show you kind of what the plan is. In today's video, we're going to be trying some different carburetors on this 455 Buick in the wagon, and we're going to be seeing just how much. Got to get the battery hooked up to the jumper cable because haven't ran this thing all year, all winter, and it is time to get her out. All right, get that done. Currently, I've got the Vista Cruiser on the battery charging because it hasn't been started in all of the winter. I was looking around this thing. Tire has went flat, and these are old tires. These are about 7-8-year-old tires, and honestly, I don't want to run those anymore and have to worry about one of those blowing out at 80 miles per hour, 90. So I'll probably be changing that tire, maybe this one as well. We've got a Cutlass right here that's got a good set of tires on the front of it, so I'll probably take the tires off the front of this one, throw them on the Vista Cruiser, and hopefully we'll do some testing on it today on the different carburetors, and we'll hopefully find whichever one works better. I have a feeling it'll probably be the Holley, and probably throw that on here once. Found my race helmet. Alright, at this point we are cruising in third gear. Go ahead and hit the 4-barrel and watch the RPM climb. Took about 7 gallons to fill up the car. Got another 5 gallons for around the house just to play with some other projects. $50 fill up between everything and a couple chicken strips. So time to cruise this thing back to the house. 3,000 stalls, so pretty good overall just for cruising. But so far we've had a good day. Just gonna cruise it back to the house, enjoy. Beautiful weather, it's about 55, 60. And get to the house. We'll try and run this thing with this old Edelbrock. And then we'll get to the main point of the video, showing you guys what it runs like with the Holley double pumper 850. And I've also got a carb spacer as well, right here. Went ahead and bought this offline off Amazon. I was trying to find gaskets for the, the top and the bottom side for just one of these bases, because I already had a base, and gaskets I was finding them for about $3-4 a piece. And I found that kit there. You can buy a whole new flange and both gaskets and all new bolts and everything for $14 on Amazon. So I went ahead and did that. Figured it'd be better just to get everything for $14 and have an extra one than spend $10 on just gaskets. So anyways, beautiful day, loving the weather, loving life. Show you guys when we get back home. All right, at this point we've got a full tank of fuel. We have got 91 octane in there. Put about 7 gallons fresh fuel, and we're about to go try and make a pass and see how it does. So here we go. We got the Spectra open air filter. Kind of got cooked one time through a lean backfire through the intake, but that's okay. That's all open, so that just means more airflow is coming through. But we've got the Holley 850 double pumper right here. Be throwing that on. We have the Holley 4 square bore to spread bore adapter plate to reduce turbulence coming in and intake, also increase intake plenum. And we're going to be taking off the Edelbrock 750, which has done a great job, and putting on the 850, and show you what that looks like with it on. All right, at this point we've got the intake spacer on, got our bolts in place. Now I'm just going to remove these here. And yeah. But we got that nice transition right here to the intake. I think, I've been doing some thinking, if I ever pull this intake off of this car again, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that, and I'm going to round the inside of this so that it has a little bit better flow characteristics as well. But so far, so good. I'll update you guys as I go. All right, we officially ran into a small issue. We got the bolts installed, started trying to set the carburetor on, and I noticed it wasn't sitting flat. The carb is hitting right there. So we'll be taking a grinder to that, getting that cleaned up, and try and make that work. Yeah. They did what I did. And since I had this Vista got the PCV to the back of the carb. And we've got the brake booster going to the intake. So, we've also got our throttle linkage hooked up. We are not having any issues there. It is clearing the roller there. Dual spring. I think we are about ready to put fuel lines on and try and fire up. All right, at this point, we are ready to go. We just got to bit this fuel line on here, so it's gonna go right up. Oh no. One more thing. All right, guys. We got our fuel line on. Had to cut it. Put in another piece of fuel line. We've got this right here. I'm not a huge fan of this because this sits right next to the coolant line, but it's gonna be the best that it can go. So, get it right there. Cut that. All right, boys and girls, we've got it all on. We got our spacer in there, new gaskets. We got our fuel line on with fuel filter. I went ahead and pulled that over as far as I can to get away from that coolant hose to try and limit fuel heating before it gets to the carb. All right, we halfway primed the carburetor. Oh, time to see how she does. Important stuff down here so it don't fall into a fan and take out a radiator. All right, 4 down, tightened up. All right, time to see how she acts. Moment of truth. Yep. Oh, sorry, right there. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Just watch it now. All right. Accelerator pump leaking. Tighten that guy up. Try again. my best shot today to get the Holley 850 double pumper on here. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. I had several things